Thank you for joining me today. I'm your host, Selah Stahrsen, and today we're going to talk about what to do when you feel offended or unappreciated by someone that you love and truly care for. We all know what it feels like, that sting, that feeling when you've done something for someone and they don't appreciate it. I did something significant for you and you're not receiving it as significant. Therefore, I feel less valued or not valuable or unappreciated. And I can even make that mean that your lack of appreciation for me means that you don't love me, or at least you don't love me as much as I love you, right? Wrong. When you feel unappreciated, whether it's somebody at work that you've overextended yourself for, or maybe you stayed extra hours for, or maybe you cleaned something up for somebody, or maybe you went out of your way to do a favor for a friend or for a family member, and you didn't quite get the reaction of equivalent value and significance of feeling appreciated for the amount of work or effort or time or money that you feel like you put in. This is where underlying resentment or withdrawal or emotional walls can come up in relationships. So, as a mature individual, somebody who's growing in emotional maturity and wisdom, we've got to step back for a second. Take a breath. Selah, pause, and think, okay, I'm feeling unappreciated because I did this for someone. What am I making that mean? Okay, I'm making that mean that they don't love me as much as I love them. I valued what I did, but they didn't value it as much as I did. Well, isn't that what makes us human? We all have different things that we place value on and different levels of how much value we place on those things. I guarantee you that that person feels that they also, mirror, have given you a tremendous amount of sacrifice, energy, time. They've just funneled it into different avenues that maybe even you don't place a high numerical value on, but they do. A lot of us have heard of the book of the 5 love languages. Well, you've got acts of service, gifts, quality time, words of affirmation, and physical touch. Well, one love language isn't better or more important or more valuable than the other, but they are very different. And each individual on this planet receives one of those love languages primarily and dominantly in a way that matters more to them as individuals. One of the common issues in relationships is when one partner is giving love according to what they feel they would feel loved by, but that's not necessarily how their partner receives love. So if something's difficult for me, acts of service, admittedly, but I feel really loved when people do it for me because I dislike it that much that when someone does it for me, I feel super appreciated and loved. Children spell love Time, time. And we think as parents, well, I'm buying you this, I'm running you around town, I'm taking you to soccer, I'm doing this and that, but that's not love to them. That's not how they value it. They value it. Don't get me wrong, but on a scale of 1 to 10, that might be like a 3 for them, but it might be an 8 of you giving to them. So there's a disconnect. So what can we do? We can learn to stop, to pause, and to detach ourselves from the feeling, the negative feeling that's dragging us down into a lower frequency that's going to have an impact on the rest of our day. Our goal as enlightened human beings who want to be filled with an energy of joy and difference making and creativity and just be tuned in and tapped on and flowing, we need to keep our energy and our frequency at a high level of giving love and appreciation as a wellspring coming out from within us. In order to do that, we have to detach from any time that we feel those negative feelings that can cause us to get angry by valuing that other person more for their differences and how they value things different. There is a quote from the Bible that says, Don't point out the stick in your brother's eye when you've got a log in your own eye. So understanding that we're all different and that we all have different gauges on a scale of 1 to 10 of how valuable an act of service is, or how valuable quality time is, or how valuable that gift was. So remember, don't be offended. Let go and detach that person's love for you from that person's appreciation of the thing that you did or gave. We've got to learn to separate the two. That person's love for you and who you are and their care for you as an individual is completely separate than how much they valued the thing or the service. We need to reach them on a level that makes sense for them, knowing that they love us for who we are, not for what we did. Thank you for joining me today. I hope that brought value to your life and enriches your relationships full of wisdom and health, and keeps you on that high frequency so that you can make a difference and an impact, not just in yourself, but in the world around you. Be blessed.